Where you going? Here you go, Quad. I'll get you in a minute. Come here, Tom. Come here, Tom.
Hey y'all, it's Megan. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. Well, today y'all, I'm doing something that honestly I didn't expect to do this year. Let me show y'all this. So y'all remember we planted these Cherokee yellow wax beans. Just a real short row here, maybe a 10-15 foot row. Y'all check it out. These things are full of beans. Just full. Look up in there. So, looks like today I'm going to be canning some wax beans. Funny story. We have never planted these before. Had never tried them. Guess who likes these? Jacob. He is pretty picky about his vegetables. There's only a handful of vegetables that he will eat. Most of his vegetables he likes raw, not cooked. But he tried the wax beans last night for supper. I've been cooking them fresh, going through cooking them fresh. And he really liked them. I think he liked it because they don't have such a strong taste and they make kind of a creamier soup. I cooked them, actually I cut up some potatoes in them and cooked beans and potatoes together, and he really liked them. So guess what? We are canning wax beans today, and this will be on our yes, we're gonna plant list from now on. So thank you, Danny and Wanda, for recommending Cherokee yellow wax beans. We have thoroughly enjoyed them.
Got plenty of them?
I think so. Maybe.
You're just getting started.
Yeah. Funny story. How did she put it last night? Maggie ate them, but she said how does she say it?
The green's gone, or they ain't got no green on them.
Yeah, the green's gone off of them, or something like that. She said, I don't like them, the green's gone off of them. But she ate them. She still ate them, but I thought that me and Andy got so tickled because she was so upset about that green not being on them beans, wasn't she?
She was very upset. Yeah, after eating them again last night, I'd say though that we're definitely going to grow these again. They're pretty good, and it's different. That's the thing, it's different.
Changes the menu.
It changes the menu up. Before I get started helping Megan pick, I want to show y'all something that I find very interesting. These wax beans are bush beans. It's obvious, right? There's no runners on those beans. When I was little, I heard a lot of the old folks say that a bean won't climb unless he's got something to climb on. And as I got older in life, I was like, I don't know how much truth was to that, because I learned that there was a difference between a pole bean and a bush bean, and bush beans didn't climb, right? Well, I think we might have proved that theory to be true. Because look at this. Once again, look at this. No runners. Y'all see any runners out through there? All right, I do see. No, that's a piece of grass out there. Yeah, no runners, period. No runners on these beans. Look at this. They've got over here next to this corn and all of a sudden started putting on runners beside the tall corn. Now, you tell me how they knew there was something over there to climb. That's the craziest thing. And look how healthy the part that started to climb is. Now, we don't have any blooms on this yet or nothing like that. We have them starting right in there. But I think that's insane. I mean, there's just one little section here that it's climbed.
Must have got a hold of it or something.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that they have climbed like this. And they are bush beans. I know they're bush beans. Right there's one that's just starting to climb that corn stalk. So crazy. Absolutely crazy. Look right there. There's some dark tassel on the corn, Megan.
I seen it a while ago when I was looking. I was going to tell you, it might have some corn out here.
Yeah, we might could walk through and find a few ears to eat. And I'm going to walk over here and show you cucumbers and my potatoes I planted too, my fall potatoes. Hey Megan, right here's some more of them weird looking mushrooms. Yeah. Oh, is this where you saw them? Y'all remember me saying, I didn't show it on video or nothing, but I planted some fall potatoes. And fall potatoes can be hit or miss. We've tried it in the past and they just simply didn't come up in time to make anything. And then other year, like last year, we had some by accident because they were in this very bed. And it was potatoes we left by accident, and they came back up and made potatoes that fall. Well, look at this. Here's the ones I planted, the Yukon Golds. I ended up getting these from Wood Prairie Farms. We still have some there that's just now busting through. So, we will potentially have potatoes before frost. Hopefully some fresh ones. Now, this one is a red potato that came up after the ones that was growing here in the spring. So it's not a Yukon Gold. Then the cucumbers, the second planting of cucumbers. These are the late cucumbers. I don't know if they'll have time to make anything, but we'll see. It was more or less an experiment more than anything. You can tell that especially this bed right here, these pepper plants are shading those out pretty good. So there is a chance that these may not produce. But we'll see, time will tell. And there's a good chance too that these potatoes are going to outgrow these cucumbers and they'll end up shading out these too. And if they do, they do. It's no big deal. Megan, you got some good looking bell peppers over here that broke a limb. Yeah, got two hanging on there. Well, it is now. Got a pretty one right there. Butter beans are trying to do something. Lima beans, whatever you want to call them. We got some little beans right there. Get off of my pepper. All right, let's go pick some beans. Look right there, Megan, you got some new cucumbers.
Yeah, I need
Did you?
On this end, I didn't want down there. I picked 4 or 5 day before yesterday.
You want to plant some green peas this fall, like we have, or no?
Just a few if we do. I don't need to can none.
You don't? I was thinking about maybe cleaning this trellis off and planting them under it, but if you only want a few, that's too many.
Yeah, I want just if you do plant them, I want just enough to eat.
Well,
that's up to you if you want to fool with it.
I guess we'll just see what the time brings. We got some busy days ahead, so. But if we were going to plant a fall crop of green peas, we are creeping up very fast on when we would need to be planting them things. Hey, there's one thing for sure, you ain't gonna miss these beans, are you?
No, they stick out like a sore thumb.
They glow.
Oh, they got some on them down there?
They're loaded.
I ain't looked down there, I just hoped they were.
Yeah, these are loaded. I guess they're not old enough. They got a big bean in them. I mean, I guess they're not too old.
No, I cooked some big ones last night. Couldn't tell it, could you?
No. It was a little weird seeing that black bean on some of them, though. It tasted fine, but just seeing the black bean inside that hull was a little bit strange. These things are loaded.
Yeah, I didn't know how they would do.
Just look out in there.
Ain't had much bug pressure on them either.
No, but
I mean, it's there, but
it's been there, but
terrible.
All the new growth's pretty.
Yeah.
Don't see much in the way of new blooms, though.
These plants have got them.
Which one's out there?
Mm-hmm.
What I've picked through right here's just got a few.
Maybe because they ain't been picked yet.
You know what? You're probably right. Something else Maggie said last night was, you just have to know Maggie. Maggie has a very comic personality. Wouldn't you say that?
Yes, she's very comical.
And anyways, you know, after we told her what they were called.
Yeah, like, first she was fussing because they didn't have the green on them. And then after Jacob decided he liked them, I said, well, Jacob, do you know what they're called? And he said, well, or he wanted to know what they were called or something. And so I told him the Cherokee yellow wax beans. Well, then she just had a fit. She said, I knew it. They taste like earwax. And I was like, Maggie.
Our little drama queen was being very dramatic over these beans last night. Even though she did eat them.
Yeah, she ate them. I mean, she ate her whole helping of them, but I don't think she wanted to.
No, she did not want to. You talk 100 miles an hour.
I have enough to be a few jars, I believe. I believe I got enough for a few jars full because I got my wash pan pretty full too.
Off of a very short row.
Yeah, that's what I told them. Did I guess right? I said a 10 or 15 foot row.
Yeah. Probably closer to 15.
They're dirty though. I'm gonna have to wash them good.
It's like you said, are they dirty?
Well, it's like they got.
Or is it because they're yellow you can see everything that's on them?
Well, and plus they got like a sticky texture. Or not sticky, I don't know. Like Velcro.
They do. So we learned from many of the comments that sounds like several ways that people fix these wax beans. But we decided that we're just going to treat them like
Green beans. And they were delicious that way.
Yeah, they were really good.
But we're also the kind of people, I know a lot of people like sauteed green beans or steamed green beans.
I don't want no part of that.
We're not those people. I like them either raw or plum cooked.
I ain't eating them raw either, but I'll eat them when they've been cooked to death.
Yeah.
I know somebody said that you're cooking all the nutrients and good stuff out of them when you do that.
I probably am.
If that's what it takes, I guess that's what it takes.
Got to be a little something left in there.
That's the only way I'm aimed to eat them. I don't want to bite down on a bean and it squeak in my teeth.
Yeah, or be crunchy.
Oh man, yeah, that would totally turn me against the bean. That's for sure. These are dirty.
But they were really good. I did them with salt and pepper and a little bacon grease. And then last night, like I said, I decided to add in some potatoes, which I do that to my green beans sometimes too. And I had a couple potatoes that I need to use, and so I just put them in there.
I don't think these snap as good as easy as green beans.
Yeah, they're a little more, I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them tough, but they're
tough, but they're still tender. I don't know.
They're different.
Yeah, they break different.
You run across one here and there, it's got a little string in it.
Yeah.
Not many of them do. It's only the older ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wash these really good though. I see. I did the ones I've cooked fresh though. I've had to really scrub them.
So you gonna can these?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna can them like I do green beans.
Now it'd be interesting to see how they do after being canned, because you know anything after canned is
usually
a
better.
little different. It's usually better, yeah.
Hey. Yeah, if he'll let you. What you gonna do the rest of the day?
Goodness gracious, I have no idea.
You ain't decided yet?
I got a million things I need to do. Selecting which one is
the tough part.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to go up there and put them belly pans on that bulldozer.
You didn't do that the other night when you was talking about it?
No, it took me forever to fill it up full of oil because I had to do it 1 quart at a time.
That's right. That's right. How long did it take you? It was, what did you say? It was 40
40 quarts to fill up the transmission and rear end. And
yeah, he had to come home and take a break.
Take a break.
I'm just joking.
I come home to eat something.
I know. I'm just picking.
But my goodness, it takes forever to We had a ton of new oil, but it was old oil. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Somebody give us, and it was all in quart bottles. When you pour 40 quarts, 1 quart at a time,
That's a lot.
it takes a minute.
I bet your arms was tired.
No, not really. It's just kind of bored. I sat there on my phone and watched a YouTube video while I was pouring oil.
Whose YouTube video was you watching? Was it ours?
Ours.
Oh my God. Andy is my, I do all the editing and everything. It's not something we've talked about in a long time, but usually I'm the one, I do all the editing and all that, and so usually when the videos come out, I've watched them 2 or 3 times at that point, but Andy don't get to see them till they actually come out on YouTube, do you?
No, but also I'm the one that answers comments.
Yes.
So if a comment gets answered, I do it, and I don't know how to answer a comment until I watch the video, because lots of times stuff will get cut out of the video just so she can make it shorter. And I don't know what gets cut out. So somebody may ask a question, and if I didn't watch the video, I'd be like, well, I answered that in the video. Why are you asking the question? But in reality, that particular part got cut out.
Yeah. And so usually we start off with around 2 hours of footage that I cut down to these 40 and 50 minute videos. Sometimes it's more than that, but most time it's around 2 hours worth. And we still do all our videoing. I know we get this question a lot, so what comes in spurts. We do all our videoing on our iPhones. I have an iPhone 14.
I dumped them in yours.
Yeah. And Andy has an iPhone 15. And that's what we use. And we had old iPhones before that. I mean, that's just what we've always used as our phones. My only complaint with iPhone is the audio is not that great. That's why I like when we're sitting like this. You see us with our microphones on. And these microphones are DJI microphones. That's what we found. You're going to pay for them. And so, like, we didn't have microphones for a long time because we couldn't justify spending that on microphones for a business that we weren't making anything off of at that point.
Yeah. We did have a set of cheap microphones at one time.
It was terrible.
And they were terrible. The microphone on the camera was much better than those microphones.
Yeah. Were. Yeah, like the voice would get off time and I don't know. It was
a mess.
Yeah. But yeah, we just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So the phones have worked for us this long, and I don't plan on changing no time soon because a lot of our videos, or most of our videos, are pretty what you would call improv. We don't really know what we're going to be doing that day. We know kind of a gist of what our plan is, but when something happens or we start doing something that we might think would be interesting, well, our phone's already in our pocket. You know what I mean?
You can literally pull the camera right out of your pocket and start videoing something.
And so, we don't have some big setup. We've got tripods that we bought off of the Amazon. So, I don't know why I got started on that, but I knew we've had several people ask. So.
Yeah, that question comes across a lot. Lately we've had emails and stuff of people saying, I want to start a YouTube channel. What's your best advice? And
be yourself.
Be yourself. Don't try to be like somebody else's YouTube channel.
That's right. We just show what we're already doing, if that makes sense. That makes sense?
Yeah. I think what you're trying to say is what we're doing is what we'd be doing whether we're filming it or not.
Yeah. Well, it's like these wax beans right here. Last night we was sitting there and Andy said, what are you going to do tomorrow? And I said, I don't know, I believe. Since when I went out there and picked them wax beans, they was plumb full, I believe. I'm going to pick them and can them tomorrow. And so then we decided, we said, well, we might ought to video that, didn't we?
Yeah. There's lots of things that happen around here, and either me or her one will say, well, why didn't you video that? That should have went on video. Well, I didn't think about it. I just wanted to get it done.
Yeah, it happens.
I think that's another mistake that, I don't know if Megan even felt this way, but I'm talking early on, like way early on. Like when we first started doing YouTube, I felt like we had to show everything on YouTube. And that was so far from the truth. That's when
you get burnt out in a hurry.
Yeah, you can get burnt out, and honestly, you let people too far into your life at that point.
Yep.
I think, anyways. Now, there are channels who show literally everything. They show every family vacation, and that's okay.
And if that's what they want to do,
if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. But don't feel like you got to, because, I mean, there are people that watch us, and yes, y'all know us and know what we've got going on for the most part. But there's a lot of personal stuff in life that, we choose not to share. There's a lot of personal moments and stuff like that, we pick and choose what we share 3 days a week.
Yep.
And so there may be people, we have had people say to us, well, y'all just put your whole life out there for everybody to see.
People we know.
Yeah. Yeah. But in reality, that is far from the truth. We show things that we think will be educational and also entertaining. Because let's face it, you don't watch these videos. You do watch them to learn something, but it's also entertainment, just like anything else you watch on TV. But we do pick and choose because you gotta keep that separated. It's just like somebody that works from home. It's hard. When I was a home health nurse, it was so hard to separate home life from work life because you bring that work home with you. And that's one thing that we have to fight with a lot is like we have to separate. This is work now. This is work life, right? This is our business.
If you want to call it that.
And you have to be able to separate that from home life.
That's exactly right. You've still got to have that separation.
Yeah.
And if I'd have to say, if anything, we're probably, I mean, obviously we're post on YouTube and we post stuff on Facebook and all that, but we're probably put less out there now than we did 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Because we don't share those personal moments on Facebook like we used to. I mean, as bad as it might sound, there's people out there who share literally everything on Facebook.
Every time they go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I swear, I think they put on there every time they go to the bathroom. And, I mean, even though here we are making our main income off of social media, we don't do that.
And don't feel like you have to. If that's something you're thinking about and you're like, well, I don't want to put my life out there to the world. Well, it's under your control. You control what the world sees.
There's I don't remember who it was now, but there was a channel I used to watch. You never saw his face. You never saw nothing. All you saw was his hands and whatever he was working on.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, so you can literally do that if you wanted to. I think it was one of those channels. I believe it was somebody, he never talked or anything. He just showed what he was working on. So, I mean, and you didn't know anything about this dude. Didn't even know what he looked like.
Right. So, I know somebody's probably going to ask about the coffee cups because we're out here drinking coffee this morning. Turning it a little bit here. We have more, our potter is in the process of making more coffee mugs for us. Because if you don't know, these are handmade in Lexington, North Carolina. And it takes time. Handmade stuff, it takes time. Now, I don't know yet when they're going to be available in the store because that's something we have to set aside a lot of time for. And we're so glad that y'all are loving your coffee cups and that people want, because they are very high quality mugs. But, we don't know when they'll be available, but they will be available eventually. So don't lose hope on us. They're coming, ain't they?
They're coming.
It may be a few months.
Yeah,
but they're coming.
That's be a good time to say too that if you didn't know this, we do have our own coffee as well available on the website.
That is also locally roasted in Greensboro.
Oh Lord, I just threw that plumb across the porch.
But
yeah, we tested several coffees.
Yes, we did.
And
because me and Andy love coffee. I know we don't talk about it much, but we both
love it.
Yeah, we both love coffee. And like believe it or not, let me tell y'all a secret about Andy. When we go on vacation, we find us a coffee shop, don't we?
Yeah.
Could y'all see Andy in a coffee shop? Well, we were.
Probably
We even found when we were in Harlan. We even found this cool coffee shop right there in downtown Harlan, and the coffee was great.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll tell you a quick story about me and coffee. Up until
now, this one's tough. It had a big old string, and I can't even get it to snap.
Throw it away.
I'm gonna put the beans in it.
Yeah, it's about a year ago Easter. So it's over a year now. I used to drink a Coke every morning, and I would drink Coke throughout the day, maybe 2-3 times a day. I knew it was bad for me, however, I loved it. I absolutely loved Coca-Cola. And to this day, I can, if I go to thinking about one, my mouth waters. I would love to drink one. I would probably think it was nasty now that it's been so long since I've drank any kind of soft drink. But still, though, it's just like one of those things, like I think about it and my mouth waters. Well, I decided that I was just going to completely quit drinking pop. Now, I have done this 2 or 3 times in the past prior to this. And I would never make it through. I'd go for a week or two and be like, you know what, like you'd have one of them hard days at work and you just wanted something to just, I don't know. And you'd go to craving one. Well, this time I was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm not drinking pop anymore. So I quit. And I went for about a week or 2 there and was just like, oh my gosh, I got to do something to get me going in the mornings because my pop was what most people would consider their coffee.
Yeah.
So I finally started, up until this point though, coffee had never touched my lips. So I decided if I was going to drink coffee, I was going to drink black coffee. I didn't want to add nothing to it. I didn't want to make it, what would you call that?
What?
I didn't want to make it unhealthy, I guess you'd say.
You want it to be as healthy as possible.
Yeah, as healthy as possible. So I was going to drink it black if I was going to drink coffee.
Well, and you don't like milk. You could add milk to it and be okay, but
Well,
you don't like milk, so.
At this point, I wouldn't want to ruin coffee with milk. But, anyways.
We got more of these than I thought we did.
Yeah, we're going to need some bigger bowls. We stopped somewhere on vacation one day. We was going on vacation, and we stopped, and Megan brought me out a cup of coffee, and she said, here, try this. Holy cow. It was like something totally different than any coffee I'd ever tried. But it was a good, high-quality coffee. I've been obsessed with coffee ever since.
Yeah, the coffee that we have is organic, free trade. Like I said, roasted it's small batch roasted in Greensboro. Because I said, you know, if I can, it may not always be able to be this way, but we've had people wanting us to have stuff available. Just people asking to support our family and the channel and stuff. So we did start offering a few things, but I wanted to support local businesses. If I was going to do this, I didn't want it only supporting us. I wanted it to support folks around us, right?
Yep.
Or small businesses, just like Hoss down there that y'all hear us talk about. Like, they may not be local to us, but they're a small family-owned business. And our shirts and everything, they're made in Winston-Salem.
From a guy that I've known for a very long time.
Yeah, from a family friend, kind of. Well, business friend. Maybe that's
business friend.
Maybe that's what I should call it.
Not really a personal friend, but a
business friend. And so just know that if you do purchase anything from us, that more than likely you're supporting a small business. So,
and if you want to buy any of our stuff, you go to
www.truegrit.appalachianways.com. Yep. Because I am terrible about leaving the links on these videos. Like I don't know. It's not something.
It's just not something
I think about. Like
because we're not salesy kind of people.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel bad talking about it right now.
But in case you are wondering, don't feel obligated or nothing like that. But in case you're wondering, because we do get lots of emails and questions, and also we do offer sausage seasoning if you want to make your own country sausage. Now, one pack of our seasoning does do 40 pounds. It's the same seasoning that Andy's family and we've used for 20 years. And so we got in with Old Mansion up in Petersburg.
Yep, Petersburg, yeah.
Petersburg, Virginia. And that's out of stock right now at the making of this video, but it'll
be back soon enough.
It'll be back.
Don't worry. Unless something happens, the coffee, the sausage seasoning, as of right now at the making of this video, yes, we plan to continue to offer it for a while anyway.
Honestly, the last pallet that we got, we never anticipated it to sell out like it did, so thank y'all so much, and I hope that you're enjoying it. But it sold out in a hurry, so we had to, Old Mansion has to make another batch for us, so that's in the process, and it's, but it'll be back in stock very soon, hopefully.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go get us something.
Something else to put these in.
Yep.
We need it. These things done better than you thought they was gonna do, didn't they?
Yeah. They really did.
They're definitely dirty though.
Yeah, I'm gonna wash them like super good.
And not with dirt. It's like you said, leaves and stuff like that. Like that right there. There ain't a bit of dirt on that, but it looks like dirt, but it's not dirt. It's just the leaves.
Yeah, it's like they are sticky. So one other question that we've been getting a lot, well, for years, ain't we?
Yeah. But just because there's been talk of it.
Well, so about me writing a cookbook. And so you will be glad to know that for the last forever, I feel like. How long has it been?
That you've been working on it?
Yeah.
2 years?
Yeah. I have been working slowly but surely. Now, I mean, of course, if I sit down and do it more than an hour here and there occasionally, it would have probably been done a whole lot faster. But I am actively working on a cookbook. I want it to be a nice cookbook. it's going to be different than just your regular run-of-the-mill open and go cookbook. It's going to be a little different. You know, it's going to have some of our favorite recipes in it. And I don't know when it'll come out yet. I have goals in my mind, but I literally right now am working on it maybe an hour a week. So, you know, it ain't moving too fast. But just know that eventually, there will be a cookbook, hopefully. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we'll be all right, won't we?
That's right. I'm going to throw that away. That done got soft. Yeah, and that's not something that you can do, like, overnight.
No.
Especially not what you're wanting.
Well, I want it to be... I don't want it to be something that's thrown together. So I do also have a really old cookbook that I wrote
That's been a
long time ago.
4, 5, 6
and
years
it's got some good recipes in it too. But it's something that, you know, I didn't know what I was doing, and it's just something that I kind of put together for the folks around here. And it's got some pretty good recipes in it though. Like my dill pickles, that's in there. But there's a lot of recipes that are not in there too. But
it's on Amazon.
My goal is, well, this one will be too. My goal is, I want this to be a cookbook that you enjoy and that you don't have just for the recipes. That's kind of my thought. There's a lot of thought that's went into this.
It's a cookbook that would tell a story. Is that a way to put it?
That's my goal anyway. That's my goal. So there's a whole lot of thought that has gone into it and that is going into it, and I'm doing it all myself. So just things take time, but I am excited to say that eventually, there will be one.
It may not be this year.
It may not be this year. I don't know.
And honestly, I probably wouldn't expect it this year. But it's coming.
Yep, it's coming. Well, we've about made our way through them, ain't we?
We have. I'll tell you what, it sure feels better out here today than it has.
Yeah, it does. It's a chance of storms this evening, too. But it don't feel like it. Maybe it's supposed to get more humid than it is, though.
I just saw on the news the other night that the county east of us has they're planning to rezone a 500-acre farm. To be exact, it's 503 acres. And right now, this particular area is just beautiful farmland. Like, it's nothing but farmland. It's really close to Greensboro. So, I mean, it makes sense of why they're doing it. However, the infrastructure, the roads, none of that is there. And it's beautiful farmland. Like, that's the big deal. It's beautiful farmland. But yeah, they are wanting to rezone a 500-acre farm and build 1,100 houses. That's 2 houses per acre on that farm. And that is so much the story of what you see here in North Carolina. I mean, it's everywhere.
It's not just a house here and there, it's developments that are going in.
Yeah, developments. It's not, yeah, that's it. Like, they're putting in so many developments. And it's, you live in these rural areas and you think, oh, that'll never hit us. But that's a very rural area where they're putting this. Take for granted, like I said, there's a big road down there and it connects you right to Greensboro fairly easy. But I just don't know how that's going to work out if they approve that. Because the infrastructure's not there. I hate it for the neighbors of people who live next to that farm. And sometimes I wonder why in the world NC feels the need to grow like it's doing.
Yeah, 'cause they ain't making no more land, that's for sure.
It is projected that by 2040, North Carolina will lose anywhere from 1.2 million to 1.6 million acres of farmland due to development. That's hard to wrap your head around.
It's scary.
That's a lot of land. And I know other parts of the country is not growing like that. But here in NC, it's just...
Well, we talked to some people over in
crazy.
Tennessee the other day, too, and they said it's like that over there, too.
Yeah, they said they have about the same issue. And that's, North Carolina was covered at one time was just covered in really good, very nice farmland. And once you build a house on it or houses on it, it's gone forever.
That's
You'll
it.
never have it back.
That's it.
And we have, I heard on a thing this morning that North Carolina is at the top of the list for one of the most moved to states in the country. And it makes me wonder, obviously there's consequences that come with that because you have more traffic, more people, and the infrastructure's not here to handle that. But not only that, what happens when there's a new North Carolina somewhere and everybody leaves?
Mm-hmm.
And all these developments they're put in, because you know it'll happen. People used to move to California. People moved out west. Well, now it seems like those people are moving back here. And I totally understand why, so I'm not knocking none of that. But I'm just saying, 30, 40 years from now,
When they all decide they don't want to live here anymore.
when everybody decides that North Carolina ain't the place to be, they'll load their truck up and move to Beverly. But no, lay it all jokes aside, I just wonder what those neighborhoods will look like in 20 and 30, 40 years, because they throw these houses up in no time. What is it, D.H. Horton?
Yeah.
D.H. Horton signs are everywhere, and they throw these neighborhoods up in a matter of months, and they're not just regular houses, they're mansions.
Yeah.
And,
Big houses.
What's going to happen to those when they start falling apart? Because you know they will. And being that they're all built at the same time, they're going to fall apart at the same time.
Same time, yep.
Appliances, the structure of the house, whatever, problems are all going to start occurring at the same time. And I have a feeling that people will start moving out of those neighborhoods because of that, because their house at this point is falling apart around them and it's not worth fixing. So what are they going to do? Then what's going to become of all that then?
Good questions.
There's my rant. I could rant all day about this
I know
because
it.
that's one thing that I do not like to see. And it's amazing at the change. While it's still the same as it was when I was growing up, the people are still the same, but it's amazing the change that this state has saw.
Oh, in the
In
last
just-
10 years,
yeah,
it's
just
been
10
crazy.
years' time.
Yeah.
10 years' time has completely changed the landscape of rural North Carolina.
The houses just within, I'd say, 15-mile radius, 20-mile radius of us have doubled, at least.
At least.
At least doubled
Yeah.
the number of houses. We're glad we live in such a sought-after place. We love where we live. We've always been here. Roots run extremely deep for us here, for both of us. But it's the developments. That's
Consequences come with living somewhere where people want to be.
yeah.
But it also hurts us because land prices just skyrocket. It gets it to the point that the locals, the ones who live here and make their living from here, they can't afford to buy the farms that are getting sold as much as they would want to, because I've actually seen people say, well, why don't you just, it went up for sale, why don't somebody local buy that farm? Well, you can't.
They can't.
You can't. The job opportunities here, you have to drive to have a good job. Or work from home, which is an option nowadays. It used to not be, but it is nowadays. But most of the people here are hands-on. I'm talking about the locals. Are hands-on type people who work jobs where you work with your hands. And those jobs you have to drive to. And those jobs, even though some of them pay well, they don't pay good enough that a local person can come up and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to buy such and such's farm because it went up for sale. It just don't happen. And that has changed so much since COVID that it's unreal. Like, we thought land prices were high before COVID. After COVID, it's 3 times as much.
Oh, yeah.
And still to this day, if a farm goes up for sale, it sells fairly quick for an astronomical price.
I don't know, though. I've noticed, I believe they're sitting a little longer.
They are.
A little longer.
A little longer. But they still sell. And I don't know. There we are. I've ran it again.
I'm going to go can my beans.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may run up there to Daddy's. He said he was grinding some cow feeds. I may run up there and see if he needs some help.
All right. We're gonna can these just like if we were canning green beans. Teaspoon of salt to every quart. We're gonna cover them with water. All right, looks like we're gonna can this under 10 pounds of pressure for 25 minutes.
Well, they look pretty, don't they?
Yeah. There's the finished product.
They look like bleached green beans.
Bleached green beans.
It's crazy the color of the, I guess you call that broth.
Yeah, from the beans.
I know, but it's just, it's different for sure.
Well,
I can't wait to try them after they've been canned.
I know.
See what
I
they
know.
taste like. We may not like them after they've been canned.
Yep. Well, you don't ever know. We'll see. We'll have, I bet I'll get another couple of pickings out there for fresh anyway.
Yeah,
I'd say.
for sure.
But
I
yeah.
don't know if you'll get to can anymore though.
No. Well, I mean, that's all right.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll try
know.
them. If we like them now, we'll plant more next
That's
year.
right. But y'all, I guess that's going to about wrap up today's video. Thank y'all so much for spending some of your time with us today. We sure hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you might have learned a little something. Till we see y'all on the next one.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.
Yeah, they look just plum. They're different.
They're pretty though.
They are pretty. Yeah, they're very pretty.
Yeah.